Guys, welcome back to Minecraft Down Under. This is episode 50. Yes, the big 50. So last episode, we worked on the floor, and she turned out pretty freaking good. We also talked about fishing farm and all that bloomin' good stuff. Now, this episode, I really want to start working on the actual getting the storage system complete for all the loot that's coming down right now. So, you know, prismarine shards and fish and all that bloody good stuff. Gotta get a bloody storage system going for that. Because, you know, I've been, to be honest, I've been putting it off and off and off. It's time to flame and glass. Just time to get in there and get it done. Okay, so really we just got to pick your side. Which I'm just going to pick this side here. Hopefully I haven't picked the wrong side. We're going to make it... How tall do you want this thing to be? Well, I don't have all that much. I've gathered up all my resources, and so we've only got about 4 stacks of normal chests, 4 stacks of trapped, and about 4 and a bit stacks of hoppers. So that's all we can do when it comes to it's not really a massive storage system, is it? But it's got to be done. I'm going to make it 4 wide, and even though I'm pretty sure there's only 3 sets of items that do currently drop off these guys here. There's 3 sets of items, right? 3 sets. So there's prismarine shards, fish, yes, and prismarine crystals. That's pretty much it, that drops. Yeah, alright, that's fine. I was a little bit worried there. So, and we're just going to dig out. It's going to take a little bit to dig, but as long as we can get going to see exactly how big we need to make this thing. So we'll go grab a couple of pieces of, couple of chests, couple of hoppers. Boom. We'll just grab 1 stack of each will do, just to get it going. Move my dead axe out of the way. There we go. Just to get us going. We want the first bit sticking out the wall by at least 1 block. Well, I like to have it sticking out of the wall by 1 block. So, boom, 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 boom. Okay, fantastic, lovely. So then the rest is going to be like in the wall, but you know, surrounded by glass. So it's going to be not hidden. I like to show off how much is in here. I'm hoping to get squeeze quite a bit going up, if you know what I mean. So, don't know how far to take it back just yet. So we'll take it back a decent bit before we go ahead and we dig out the rest of it. Head 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we start going up. What was the first one? Was a normal chest, then a trapped, then a normal, then a trapped. Alright, and then boom, 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 boom. And we pretty much go up from here. It's pretty basic. We could just go normal chest, trap chest, normal chest, trap chest, all the way up. Just keep doing that. So just zigzag that all the way up, because anything that starts in the top chest, as you know, will trickle down into this bottom chest. So, yeah, no, that's right. That's definitely right. So you throw bomb, 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 and it will trickle down there quite nicely. So that's all we're doing. Now, well, if you're a long-time veteran, you know why we're putting trap chest, normal chest, trap chest, normal chest. It's because that trap chest and normal chest allow you to put them side by side without interfering. So you can do that, which is really, really cool. So that's why I use trap chest versus normal chest. I used to get asked that a long time ago. It's like, why use trap chest? Like, trap chest, yeah, because you cannot put them side by side. It just doesn't work like that. It's not tileable, as it's called. It's not tileable. So trap chest, normal chest. We'll see how far we can get up. Pretty up the walls at the same time. Oh, crikey, I should have given myself at least some bloody scaffolding blocks or something. Freaking crikey. And I'm going to have to dig out the walls as well, I reckon, because I'm going to try and make it look pretty as I go up. So I'm going to take it back right to the back like that, and then up. Boom, 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 boom. Probably put glowstone in the back just to make it all glow, make it all look pretty. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Yeah, it should be relatively easy to dig this hole out. Then we've got to come up with a system with minecarts. I used to use minecarts a long time ago to transport goods. It's good for servers and stuff. Makes it very server friendly using minecarts instead of hopper pipes and lots of clocks and clock towers and crazy stuff like that. But yeah, we'll probably use minecart chests to get them from A to up the top here, and then filtered out from there. Probably the best bloody idea. Keeps it nice and friendly and all that good stuff. But what I've got to figure out is we used to use the automatic unloading system, but when you used to travel outside the chunk and reload it, it used to get jammed on. And this was a big problem with the mob farm. So we've got to hook it up to some sort of timer instead of an automatic detector, because that's what broke it. Get rid of that one. That's what broke it a long time ago. You leave the chunk and load it back up in the middle of a cycle, it seems to break sometimes. I don't know if anyone else has had that problem, but I had that problem in Minecraft Down Under Season 1 with the mob farm system. So that was always a problem, coming and unjamming it, making sure it's running. So this time I think I will just stick it on a clock instead of having it on a auto detect when it's empty sort of thing, because that's what used to break it. So I'm not 100% sure how it's all going to work. That's what we're here. We're going to figure it all out, I think. Get it all installed. Actually, we're not doing too bad. We're quite tall up already. And I'll do that in a second. Yeah, quite tall up already. Obviously, we won't go past the beam there. That's probably a no-go, I reckon. Definitely a no-go. Getting this up that high. And more hoppers. Boom, boom, boom. I love you, hoppers. Always have. There we go. So this storage system will be quite large. The fourth will probably be for miscellaneous or more of the one item. And then we're going to have, obviously, overflow protection. So, because this thing, I guarantee, is going to fill up. I'm sorry, it's going to fill up. We're going to have bazillions of shards and freaking crikey. Bit of a pain in the bum, but nothing really we could do about that. She's going to fill up, so we need an overflow system as well, I reckon, just to make sure when she's chopped up and full. Bloody crikey. We're definitely going to have some loot in here, though. There we go, look at this. All bloody ready. And I've already done one stack of both. Holy smokes, we're almost up the top. A little bit taller? Yeah, a little bit taller. This is definitely going to be a decent storage system, I reckon. Alright, come on, we're almost there. We are so bloody close. Crikey. Really, I should be digging out the walls at the same time so it's easier to replace. Because you're a little bit of pain in the bum. There we go. There we go. Alright, is that tall enough? Do you reckon that's tall? No. It's never tall enough. You could just keep going. To the moon! I don't know if anyone here remembers the old watermelon storage system, but that's probably the biggest. Was it the biggest? I think it was the biggest storage system I did. Maybe the sugarcane farm one was. But usually when building a farm, I had so much iron ages ago. Oh, so much iron. I used to build such big storage systems, and I mean big. When I say big, they could take over 1 million. That's right, over 1 million of that item. So I'm pretty sure my watermelon farm had a storage system with 1 million item plus, and my sugarcane used to. It's all about if you've got the iron. Unfortunately, hoppers, oh god, that is what gets you for the iron every time. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm not even sure how to expand this if necessary. And keep going. Boom. We're almost there. Oh, strewth. Oh, that's going straight down. That's fine. And run another line. Okay. Oh, come on. And I think we're going to do probably we'll just keep going until we run out. Alright, just keep going until we run out. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, I'll be back, guys. And I'll show you how tall this thing is. I've got to do the back walls, the side walls. I'm going to replace them, make them look nice. Because if I'm going to put glass in here, obviously, bloody crikey, we've got to make sure it's all good and well, eh? Alright, well, strewth. Up a little bit more? Oh no, I think I'm pushing now. I'm really pushing. Oh, alrighty then guys, check it out. I've nearly got right to the top there. I've even put in glowstone every second block going up, so it's very bright at the back. No dark spots. I had to scaffold down, yeah, so that's meant to be a pillar right there. But I had to scaffold down somehow. She's completely sealed, looking pretty as. I'm making sure this is not a dodgy job. Now, this time around, I think we're going to definitely get rid of some of that. Get rid of some of this junk here. I got iron out of the walls. I was like, hell yeah. Okay, so we're going to need some redstone comparators, repeaters, a couple of stacks of hoppers, I reckon, some torches, some redstone itself. Bob's your bloody uncle. Let's get ourselves back up there. So let's go ahead and make sure this has obviously got overflow protection. Well, duh. I know that I should be putting overflow protection stock standard on a lot of the item filters that go in here, especially in the series, but like normally I don't. If I think it's never going to get full, I don't usually bother putting overflow protection in it. So, but as you guys just, you know, the amount of loot that's coming in here, I think, I'm just being honest, I think this is going to be quite full. All right. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, man, I just put this glowstone in. Oh, well, we'll have to jack it up, won't we? There we go. We'll have to jack it up. All right, so first layer. You guys should know the drill about all these item filters already. Let's go ahead and make sure that's all good there. All right, so quick rundown of an item filter here. So the first layer here is going to go straight into your chest, or wherever you want it to go. Your second layer has got to be facing absolutely the opposite direction, which I'm going to face it towards, obviously, see that block? So it's flowing into that block there. It's pretty crucial you do that. There we go. Pretty basic stuff here. There we go. Alright, I'm just clearing out a big chunk of this room here. See, the problem about building some of these stuff that I've built before is like, do you build it for the veterans? They already know how it all works. Or do you build it for the newcomers? You know, there's a lot of newcomers too that come in and out of the channel. So it's just like, oh, you sort of have to balance it. So let's hurry up and get this done. Okay, so obviously the second line here. The second line is where you're going to put your stuff in at the end of the day. But your third line here is going to be your actual pipe, like where the items are going to run. So the items are literally going to run over this and like fall down into the right hoppers in a minute. And off the edge will be obviously overflow. So there we go. Oh, crikey, we're going to need some space, aren't we? This is definitely not enough space for what we're going to need it for. Bloody strewth. Alright, go ahead. Just dig a couple back here. This is why you need a beacon. Probably speed the process up tenfold, I reckon. There we go. We've got to be careful. We are close to the surface. Like, really close to water and all sorts of freaking crazy stuff. Alright, so now that's installed. Pretty much what we're going to do is run a... what we're going to do is like an upside down L? What would you call it? An upside down L? Yeah, no. Oh, a bracket. Yeah, bracket. Let's call it the bloody bracket. The bloody bracket's going in like this. Every bracket that you do, go ahead and put in a redstone torch. Here we go. Yep, redstone torch. That will power that block and control the hopper, the corresponding hopper. Okay, pretty basic stuff. Bam, bam, bam. Add another torch. Bam, bam, bam. Add another torch. Bam, bam, bam. Add another torch. Alright, so that torch is obviously, when you power a hopper, it tells the hopper not to take any more items. So that hopper is getting powered, which I'm pretty sure, see, that hopper will not take any items from it. As soon as we depower that torch is going to go like down into this hopper. Just a heads up there. Okay, so we got the bracket installed. Let's go ahead and, it's been a while since I've done the overflows. A double redstone, isn't it? Not a single. Okay, so what we'll go ahead and do is I'm going to make sure this is pretty at the same time. Normally, back of these things, like I used to tell my fans, guys, don't bother making it look pretty. Nobody's going to come back here, but you sort of know at your back of your head. And this time around, since I'm making everything look good, make sure that we do. So we're going to get some repeaters. Boom, 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 boom. Put a row of them facing into that torch. Okay, so there's the torch, there's the repeater, and then obviously a row of blocks on top of that like that. And then literally literally, oh crikey, I went too far, didn't I? By 1. There we go. So literally, there we go. We run another line like that. Pretty basic stuff. So remember, repeater, torch, bracket, come back, yeah. Okay, pause if you need to, guys. Pause if you need to. Alright, grab some redstone here. Alright, so now we're going to go over our comparator. Our comparator is pretty much a block detector, or detects items in certain stuff, which is fantastic. They've had this in Minecraft for bloody yonks, but very hard back in the beginning when this stuff wasn't around. There we go. So remember how we put an item in there? Well, pretty much that comparator is going to detect that item. The more of Z item in the hopper, the stronger the redstone signal is. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. Okay? So pretty much, there we go. We're going to flood this entire thing with a redstone there. So what's going to happen? Well, crikey, I can barely see anything. I do apologize, guys. Like, seriously, it's not giving me the space. I know this is not meant to be a tutorial, but hey, you figure you show them once, that's it. If we build this again in the series, that's it. We'll point back to this one. Okay, that's better, isn't it? Okay, so what we kind of need an example. So what we're going to do is pretend I have, let's go redstone. We're going to put redstone in your first slot here. Okay, then we're going to fill the rest of it up with stuff that's not going to go in your line ever. Usually you put named stuff in there, but I don't put named stuff. We'll just go with sandstone. So pretend sandstone's never going to go in the line ever. We rename the sandstone to X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. So this will never get touched. But pretty much what's going to happen now, every time a redstone's traveling in this pipe up here, it's going to drop into this slot here. Okay, so if we put... well, let's go ahead and put some in the pipe up here. Watch. It's dropping into the slot there. Okay? That's pretty much how it works. So no other item can now go into this sets of chest. But soon as this gets to 16, was it? I've forgotten how much it was. It's been ages. But as soon as this gets obviously a set amount, enough to power this block here, powering this repeater, turns off the torch, doesn't it? So... Bob's your bloody uncle, this hopper's allowed to suck stuff up and will start sucking out the redstone. But as soon as it gets not enough, like as soon as there's not enough redstone in there and the signal dies, it turns all back off. So there will always be redstone there. So there is some sacrifice to the system, but throw it in. See? Boom, 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 boom. I've forgotten how many before it starts to hit the line there. But we should be getting it very, very shortly. Oh, I see it's powering the second line now. We might need some more redstone. Hang on. Throw some more in there. There we go. Bob's your bloody uncle. She's turned off, allowing items to slip down into the chest. That's pretty how basic it is. That is literally how basic this stuff is. And so, yeah, this would technically be called the redstone chest. So any redstone would fall down in here, go into the zone, and then whatever. So hopefully I've explained it for the newcomers, and I freaking apologise for the guys that I've explained this a million times to. Bloody crikey. So this is an overflow protection, because normally you wouldn't have this extra line of redstone. And what I mean about an overflow protection is, just give me a second here, I'll make an example again. Pretend this is a sandstone line, obviously. Just pretend that this hopper was full, this whole chest line was full of redstone, right? Like stacked up, and it built right back up, and it built right back up the top here, and it maxed this out. So let's max it out. Hang on. Boom. Let's go ahead, max that out. Throw that in there. Oh, crikey, it's going to go down, but max it out. It does not power its neighbor. That's what I'm trying to say. Is the old days, if it would power the neighbor and drain the neighbor's filter system, and that's not good. That's what it means about overflow protection. So as soon as it's all backed up, the redstone cannot fit in here anymore. If there was 64 redstone, the redstone would go over the top and just go over to the overflow and get disintegrated or backup storage or whatever system you've got in place. So that's pretty much how it works. Hopefully I explained it okay. I'm usually not really good explaining it. Works perfectly in my mind, but you know, telling the next bloke along, you see, flaming galah. Alright, so anyway, take all this junk out because obviously that's not what the filter was meant to be. As you guys know, we're going to have fish for one of them. Whatchamacallit for another. Alright, so what I've got to do now, and I'm probably going to definitely do this next part off cam, but what I'm going to do is take it out this way by quite a few blocks. So let's make it quite big. Let's go ahead and make this little area right here quite large. There we go. Lovely. Perfect. So this will be all hidden, this part, and I'm going to literally dig this out for the 3x3 all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to make a shaft, a hidden shaft. This is where our minecart system is going to sit. So I might have to clear out some redstone spot out there too, because remember, we're going to put like a pulse system on to make sure it doesn't jam up like the old days. Alright, so you build it once, and if you need to improve it, you need to improve it. Now, since I know that there is a problem with the unloader, with chunks unloading and stuff, I'm going to make sure we have a fix this time around, if you know what I mean. So I should be doing the walls at the same time, because remember, I am going for a, you know, a don't worry, nobody's going to come back here. I'm going to go for the whole bloody 9 yards this time around. We're going to make sure the walls are good. We're going to make sure that it's got bloody glowstone in it. The whole shebang. Boom. Alright, this one and this one. Strewth. I've got a lot of digging to do. Alright guys, thanks for watching episode 50 here of Minecraft Down Under. You know the bloomin' drill. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you smash the button. If you hate this episode, you can also smash that dislike button. Totally up to you, mate. It's all good, it's all good. And I'll catch yous all later.